Hello, and welcome to Tech Tidbit number 12. If you haven't had a chance to check out some of the AI features in Umango, this is the Tech Tidbit for you.
It's the Tech Tidbit in Umango.
AI in Umango is an absolute showstopper. We've applied AI into several different facets of our software. But today we're going to talk about how we've integrated AI into our metadata and zones. Let's jump in and check it out. So I've got a job loaded up here called Benefits Enrollment. And I'm going to show you guys how we use AI in this particular job. So first things first, I'm going to jump forward to our Zones tab. And here we'll see I've already got a sample document loaded into this job, but right now there are no zones on this document. So what are we going to do? We need to add some zones. So if you don't know what a zone is an area on a document where we expect to see some information or data that we might be looking for. So as you can see right up here above our sample document, there's a button that says Enable AI Fields. So I'm going to go ahead and select that button. When I do, I'm given some options. So I want to pause here briefly and talk a little bit about what we're seeing here. The first option we see here is cloud processing. Now, cloud processing is the most powerful way to utilize AI in Umango, simply because it involves the ability to temporarily upload your file to the cloud, find the data we're looking for, and send that data back to Umango so that we can use it to name our files or sort them in our backend systems or whatever other things we might want to use metadata for. On-premise processing is our next option. On-premise can be a little more limiting because it only allows us to do semi-structured documents. When we say a structured document, we simply mean a document that normally has data in the same places. With our cloud processing option, we're actually able to process what we call an unstructured document. So data could be over here on this document or over here on this document. And with our cloud processing option, we would be able to find that data. On-premise is a little more limited in this way. So moving a little further down this document, we will see a checkbox that's basically just saying, hey, listen, we're going to allow Umango to temporarily upload our documents to the cloud, get all that good data that we're looking for, bring it back into Umango so we can work with it. I'm going to select that and go ahead and hit Enable. All right. So we just saw a brief flashing of orange, which means that our AI process is all finished up. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in closer to this document so we can see some of the zones that have been automatically applied to this document. Right here we see employee name, Gary Clark. There it is. So I can actually select this zone and I have the option to create a validation zone, which will just later on when I'm processing these documents will allow someone to simply say, okay, yes, Gary Clark is the name I'm looking for. But you know what? I have faith in Umango, and if I do, I don't really need to worry about creating a validation zone because Umango has the ability to process all of these documents without any user intervention. So I'm going to go ahead and say no to creating a validation zone. So now all of our metadata is ready to rock and roll. So we're about to move forward to the next part of this process, but I want to point out that if you'll notice, this is handwriting text that Umango has had no problem picking up. Now let's move forward to our Destinations tab, where we can really play around with some of this metadata that we've captured. This is where we can add connectors that will allow us to export to backend systems. What I've got set up already is a merged text connector, and we're going to open that up and take a little look at some of the stuff that we have in here. So if we go to Image Document first, we'll see that we've got a little dashed field here, which means that this is a merge field. So what I can do with merge fields is I can take data from that document and plug it in to actually name this file. So I've already got some in there, but just to show you how easy this is, I'm going to back that out and go ahead and just start fresh with this. So say we want to have our employee name as the file name here. So we're going to just go ahead and type employee name. And here it is already ready for us. This is a structured field. Now, when our final document gets named, it's going to have the employee name that it's just pulled off that document. Say I want to add a little something extra to this as well. I'm going to add also date of birth of that employee. So that also will be kind of an extra little bit of information in there for anybody who might be looking for these files later on. And since this is a merge text connector, we also have the ability to send along a little text document with our outputted file that contains all of this information right here that Umango has automatically extracted from our document. So this is a great little thing to have alongside your file just to add a little more metadata to the situation. And once we save this, we'll be ready to rock and roll with AI in Umango. I hope you enjoyed this tech tidbit. Just remember that AI is only available in our elite tier of Umango. Still curious? Still want to learn more? Well, stay tuned for more tech tidbits. We'll see you next time.